Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome back to another interesting tutorial of XAML, extensible application markup language, and in today's lecture we are going to study what are selection controls and how can we use in XAML. Basically we have already studied what are selection controls in the Windows forms, that are checkboxes and radio buttons. So how can we use the checkboxes and radio buttons here in XAML? Let me demonstrate it in a quick way. Let's start. Alright guys, so my app is here, and in this lecture I'm gonna select some controls that are my radio buttons and my checkboxes. So first of all, pick up some radio buttons. So that's my radio button, and let us copy it and paste it. Look, my button is pasted but it's not displaying, so press shift and down arrow key, so you can make the control downwards, and then one more copy and paste, and then if you press simple down key, so look, it is going slower. When you press shift and down key, it will become faster. Okay, so now rename these controls. Let's say that's my button, radio button A, so ARB, and that's my radio button B, so BRB. Okay, BRB means radio button, and that's my CRB, so CRB. Okay, so I have applied the coding names. Now give the display name. So radio button, so Apple, and then you have radio button banana, and then you have C for cat, let's say. Okay, so these three things I have mentioned here, and now select all these and bring it in the center. Now it's fine. Now what you wanted to do, when you select apple, the price of apple should be displayed, let's say. When you select banana, the banana price should be displayed, and then the cat. So for that purpose you have to pick up a text block and increase its size from 11 to 60, and give here default value to 0.0, and you can make it, look, the design constraints are already there, so you can specify the widths and the heights and all that. Okay, so that's my apple, and look, at the properties, click mode. So when the click is released, then the event will fire. When you hover it, then the event will fire, or when you press only, then the event will fire. So this is the choice here you have. So release is there. Now double click on it, and you can raise the event that is checked, and this is the same event as we have seen in the Windows forms. So you can write here if ARB dot checked, if this is checked, but look, it is not working. Okay, so what's the property? Is checked. Here we have the property is checked. The checked is an event there, so is checked. If ARB is checked is equals to true. Okay, so if this is true, you can display the label price in the price label. So that's the price, so here give the name price label. Okay, and now come here and write here price label dot text is equals to, I am writing the C#, same C#. So let's say if it is an apple, let's say 10 rupees. Okay, so rupees 10, like this, and then semicolon, save it, and then same is the case for others. This is my banana, and let's select the cat also, so the event of the cat should be raised. Double click on it. Okay, so events are raised. Copy these all and paste it here and paste it here. If BRB is checked, then do this. If CRB is checked, then do this. So the price, let's say banana is of 5 rupees, let's say, and the cat is of, let's say, 100 rupees. So that's what the case. Now save it and run it. It's very easy to create a radio button in Windows Store apps. It's very simple, but you need to specify a little bit of the markup and the naming conventions. There is a slight difference. So look, apple, banana, cat. So this is how you can start creating the controls and putting up the controls in one window, and then you can create a whole complete software in Windows Store app, and it is also deployed directly. So that's fine. hopefully you have understood this. But what if you need some controls differently on same page? Let's say if you are picking up some radio buttons, select radio button. Where is the radio button? Here we have. Okay, let's say this is a separate radio button. So how can you specify the separation? That's my radio button 2. Okay, so now start. Let's say you have this as a separate radio button group. Okay, you don't want this radio button and that radio buttons to be worked together. Okay, when I click here and when I click here, only one is selected. I want this as a separate window, separate criteria, and I want this as a separate criteria. So for that purpose, what you can specify a property, the name of that property is group name. So go to here and give here a group name, let's say ABC, and give here a group name ABC. You have to provide the common group name. The property that I am specifying here is already going to the code as well. So ABC. Okay, let me show you the code, the XAML that is generating at the backend. Look, the radio buttons that I have created, top 3. Okay, so their group names are there. Look, group name, group name, group name. Give them a group name and copy this group name and give here at the end of the 2 radio buttons that I have added, and give here a name DEF and also DEF. Save it. These are my 2 last radio buttons. Okay, no, yes, that's fine. So let's start and have a look. Now I have grouped my radio buttons. This property is also available in Windows Forms and other applications. So look, app and this. Now these 2 will be selected and this is also selected separately. I hope it is clear to everyone. So this is how you can work with radio buttons. And the other thing that we have are the check boxes when we are talking about the selection controls. So let me select some check boxes and show you. So toolbox and select your checkbox. Okay, so I have picked up a checkbox and then copy this checkbox, paste it, move it downwards, paste it, again move it downwards by pressing shift key, give here a name A checkbox and give here a name B checkbox, select your control and then write here B checkbox and give here a name C checkbox. Okay, and change their name, the content from, let's say, Apple, and then you have to create the content here as banana, and the same as for cat. So cat. Okay, now what you can do, you can double click so that its checked event is raised, just like radio button, and then double click. You can go to events. You can go to events by directly from this window also. Okay, so double click and double click for this as well. Okay, so my cat event will also be raised. Now what you can do, you can create a variable, let's say integer total equals to 0. So if acb dot is checked, the same property, okay, is checked equals to true, then what you have to do, you have to add the price total plus equals to, let's say what was the price, 10 rupees for Apple, right? So I have added 10 rupees. Okay, and if it is unchecked, so what you can do, you can subtract the total amount, subtract from the total. So what you can do, you can make it like this. I hope it is clear to everyone. Now copy this code and paste it here, and here you can specify the price of banana, so that was 5 rupees, and similarly you can remove the 5 rupees. Okay, plus equal to means assignment and adding, and same is the case for C. So you have to add 100 rupees. A little bit of programming I am doing in front of you people, so that's it. So when you check, the price will be added, and when you uncheck, the price will be finished. So it should be BCB and it should be CCB. Okay, now it's fine. Now we wanted to display the total amount, so for that I have to copy this label and paste it and go downwards and give here a name total label, and come here and display the total. So how can you display the total? Every time when you check and uncheck, you have to display the total. So right here, total text dot text equals to total dot toString, because total is an integer. So that's it. So copy this code and paste everywhere where you have added and subtraction is taking place. So paste and paste and paste and paste. Okay, save it and start. That's it. So let's see what will happen. Deploy succeeded. Now I have checkboxes. So look, 10, uncheck, uncheck is nothing is happening, uncheck, check. So that was the problem. The price is not subtracting, but I hope you have the concept, you got the concept of using the checkboxes. Okay, is it clear to everyone? Okay, thank you so much, take care, hope you have understood everything. Allah Hafiz. Okay, one thing I must tell you why that negation is not happened. Let me show you. Because here you have to maintain the events separately. So go to the event, you can notice you have checked event separate and you have unchecked event also. Look, so when unchecked happens, when unchecked happens, what you can do, you can remove this else, and you can remove this else, and you can remove this else. When checked happens, do this code, and when unchecked happens, do this code. So what you have to do here, total minus equals to, that's why that else was not working, because unchecked is a separate event. So minus equals to this, that's my apple, so you have to subtract 10. Okay, and then you have to display it. So copy it and paste it here. Same is the case for others. Okay, so select it and go to its unchecked event, and similarly for this cat, go to its unchecked event, and you have numerous events here as well. So copy it and paste it and paste it. So that's my banana, so remove 5, and that's my apple, so remove 100. Okay, so let's check now what's the result, is it working or not. So that's the programming logic, that's not going to deal with the checkboxes. 10 0, 10 0, banana 5 0, cat 100 0. Now if you apple and banana 15 and cat 115, if you remove cat 15, if you remove banana 10, if you remove apple, now the logic is complete. I hope it is clear to everyone now. Thank you so much, take care, Allah Hafiz.